Hey everybody, Todd Caponi here. And let's start with a key concept in the world of sales that we don't spend enough time on. So, first of all, when you think about the role of a sales leader or a manager, their role is to impart confidence on sellers, right? To make sellers confident. When we think about what sellers' role is, a key part of it is to make buyers confident in the decisions that they're making. Without those things, nothing happens. So I think it's time that we spend some quality time understanding what confidence is, some of the myths, and then how to build it up. So if you're ready to get nerdy, let's start with the definition. So when you look up the definition of confidence, there's really two core definitions. Number one is a feeling of self-assurance arising from one's appreciation of their own abilities or qualities. So what does that mean? Well, it's the confidence we possess within ourselves. The second definition is a feeling or belief that one can rely on someone or something, firm trust. So, interestingly enough, that's the confidence that others have in you. So, confidence is something that you possess, but then others feel when they work with you. So here's the interesting thing. If you have too little confidence, nothing happens, right? Nobody sells anything, nobody buys anything. But if you have too much confidence, the same thing happens. Nobody sells anything and nobody buys anything. So let's get a little bit nerdy around some of the myths around confidence. So first of all, there was a TED Talk back in the early 2010s that said that you can essentially fake confidence through power poses and the language that you use. Well, it turns out that's been completely debunked through science. And how? Well, let's start with this idea that, that the conversations that you hear about how bears can smell fear on you or sharks can smell blood in the water from far distances. Well, it's true. A lot of it has to do with their noses and their ability to do that. Like elephants can smell at an incredible rate. But it turns out that there's a myth that those animals actually will take advantage of you when they smell that. Here's what happens, and it happens in human beings. So what I'm talking about here is absolutely applicable to you and me, is that we as human beings, we can smell emotion on other people. We can smell fear. We can smell confidence. So the crazy thing about it is that confidence is actually, it smells. But here's the amazing thing about it. It turns out that when we smell an emotion on somebody else, it lights up that area of our brain too. So in other words, when we smell fear on someone else, our fear center in our brain starts to light up and we feel a little apprehension. When we smell confidence on somebody else, it lights up that area of our brain and we become more confident. So you have to possess confidence to impart confidence on other people. So how do we get confidence? Well, let's look back at that initial definition, that it's a feeling of self-assurance arising from one's appreciation of their own abilities or qualities. So when we think about that, that's the role of the sales leader and the sales rep themselves. And it comes from four things, essentially. It comes from learning. So managers impart an environment of learning on the sellers, and sellers own it yourself. You've got to own that need to learn more. Number two is practice. I mean, role playing, I know we hate to do it, but role playing is how you get confidence in your abilities and the approaches that you take. Number three is experience. And it's both the successes and then learning from the failures, but you've got to get out there and do it. And number four is something that leaders really need to focus on, and that's creating a safe environment for people to test and to experience and to learn and to role play and to practice, but not thinking that if they screw up, they're going to get fired. A safe environment is a core element of confidence as well. So those are the elements that go into it. I hope this helps you think about confidence as a core element in your success or failure as a sales rep. And I'd love to hear your thoughts and what things you do to impart confidence not only in yourself, but on others. Good luck. Thank you.